And now I'll take questions from the YouTube community tab. I'll just skip the questions which I have already covered. The first question is by Kanchan Vaishya, 2 of which I've already answered. The third question is about my 3 books till now, favorite books. Okay, the thing with favorite books is that my list keeps on changing, and as much as I read, I feel like, okay, this is my new favorite. So I'll just answer this question with few of my recent favorites that are top of my head. First one is It Ends With Us. I really like that book. Second one would be Radio Silence, and the third book would be The Inheritance of Loss, one of my recent reads. Oh my god, the writing, Kiran Desai's writing, I'm in awe with her writing, the issues she has dealt with in that book. So many things she has covered so many things, and her writing is so witty and it's so realistic, that book. Okay, second question is by Samya Khosla. She says, hi Dee. Hi Samya. And her first question is something I've already answered. Second is, who is your favorite author? My favorite author would be, in terms of writing, I really like Brandon Sanderson's writing, because it does not feel like you're reading a book. It feels like it's such a flowy writing, and that's not very easy. It's really not easy, and it shows like his caliber. He's so good at it. The way his fantasy novels, the whole plot line, everything is so good. So I really admire Brandon Sanderson as an author. How many hours do you read every day, and at what time? Okay, this is a thing. There's no fixed amount of time for which I read each and every day. Some days I don't read and I don't feel good about it, but yes, that's the truth. I don't read every day and not for a fixed amount of time, and there are days when I just can't stop reading. There's a day for the whole day I'll read a book or I listen to an audiobook. So it just totally depends on my mood, honestly. Yeah, that's my answer. And at what time? Okay, time I've divided. Actually, this is something that I don't really read fiction in the morning. When I wake up, I really try and read non-fiction in the morning. That helps me a lot. And I read fiction at like during the daytime or night. So yeah. Next question is by Priyanshi Tripathi, and thank you Priyanshi for asking this question. What was your path struggle while creating your newly launched website for ebooks? Nothing is easy. I mean, especially when you're doing a new thing about which you have no clue whatsoever, then it becomes a different task as well, because you have to start from scratch. You have to learn the basics, and I think YouTube only helped me. Whatever I did was because of YouTube. I watched so many videos, and then I tried things myself. It was so difficult. Like the first 2 days of excitement were just went by. After 2 days I was like, I called it quits. I can't do it. It's so difficult. It's not my thing. I don't know why I did it. Like why? How could I think that I can do this? But then after a week, for a week I did not do anything, and then after a week or like 10 days I was like, okay, I have to at least do something. Then I made the homepage, and then I realized that it's not good and I have made a mistake. Then I deleted that homepage, and making the homepage is the most difficult thing of the whole website. But then I had to delete it, and then I had to change the theme. There are so many things you would not really know about a website if you haven't really made one, and it's not easy. Like I changed the themes 3 times. I had to change my website 3 times, and then adding products one by one with myself. Like if you're seeing like 200 or 250 books on my website, I added each book one by one with all the title name, with all the tags, with the picture, one by one. It was a struggle, but then I'm glad I did it. That would you like to write a book one day, and if so, on what topic would you want to write about? I haven't really thought about it, but never say never, as everyone says about it. So yeah, I would love to write a book someday. I haven't thought about the topic. Rayan Shaz asks me, what's your favorite quote? There are so many quotes, but the one on top of my head is from a very recent one, and that is, keep swimming, keep swimming, keep swimming, keep swimming. That's from It Ends With Us, and that's actually featured in a movie. Like it's inspired from a movie. If you have seen Finding Nemo, and this is such an apt quote for these days, like during the lockdown, when you're like, oh my god, what do I work for? And then like, keep swimming, keep swimming, keep swimming. So yeah. What is the best and worst advice you have ever received? I haven't really thought about it. I don't know. I'm not good with advices. I don't know. I don't want to fake it, or I don't want to lie here, so I just skip this question. I don't know. I haven't really thought about advices or the best or worst advice which I have ever received, so I don't know. What is the most surprising fact you've ever learned about yourself? Surprising? There are so many surprising facts that I learn each and every day about myself. One of the most recent one is that I am really a boring person. I mean, I am a person who likes to follow rules. There are so many times when I could have broken rules, when I could have done so many things which I wanted to, but I just can't do it. Like, I'm not that person who's cool or who breaks rules as much as I want to, but I really don't. Next one is from Guria Mishra. I think she's also a booktuber from the picture, it seems like. But yeah, hi Anushka, hi Guria. She says, which is your favorite Harry Potter book out of all? I haven't read Harry Potter, believe me, trust me. Oh, this is so bad. I know this is a thing about me. I haven't watched Friends, so yeah, I can't say which one is my favorite one. Your favorite female author? Say Kiran Desai. Yeah, her writing is also like witty and satirical, so I liked Kiran Desai's writing, so that she'd be my favorite author. Next, her last question is your favorite fictional place. That's interesting. I think my favorite fictional place would not be any recent fantasy novel, because there are so many things going on. It would be Narnia, because I have those fond memories of watching that movie and then reading a few books. So yeah, Narnia. One of your favorite books from your childhood? Childhood would be Alice in Wonderland. Okay, I really like that. Your favorite book to movie adaptation? Me Before You, for sure. Oh my god. Okay, next question is from Anushka. Hi Anushka. She says, I am preparing for JEE and I love reading books. So please tell me how to manage reading books along with my preparations. Okay. As you said, you love reading books, then I don't think it would be that difficult, because if you love doing something, then you can manage your time. I mean, it's all about your priorities. Do you ever ask yourself that you have to manage time to, use your mobile or to use social media? JEE is difficult, I know, I'm sure, but there are times you can have time. There is no thing called as I don't have time. You can always have time. You can always make things your priority. So it totally depends on you. Next few questions are by Ira, and the first question is something I've already answered. Second one is one book whose story you can never forget. That one has to be The Kite Runner, because it was such a heart-wrenching novel. And I mean, the story is good. So yeah, Khalid Hosseini's writing is something I really like. The third question is the book whose story according to you is the worst. There's no such book which is worst or bad, but as you said, according to me, I would say Daniel Steele's Accidental Heroes. I mean, I just couldn't understand how can it wasn't my thing for sure. It was not a thriller at all. Fourth question is, if you are given a chance to include 3 books in the Indian schools for teens like 8, 9, 10 classes, which books will you choose? Interesting. I'll choose The Perks of Being a Wallflower, Radio Silence, and All the Bright Places. Yeah. She's also given me this or that questions. So the first one is tea or coffee? None. Physical books or e-books? Though I am a big fan of e-books, but if I were to choose between the two, I will always choose physical books over e-books. School or college? School for sure. Colorful stationery or basic stationery? Basic stationery. I'm basic kind of a person. Noob readers, and he or she asks me, which book made you cry and the reason for it? Oh, so many of them, but the most recent one was It Ends With Us. And it made me cry because of the atrocities women face and the theme of that whole book. It was such a heart-wrenching novel. At the same time, I learned so much from it about humans and how women behave, and it is giving me goosebumps at the same time. Next question is by Paki Vaishya. She asks, which book you can read hundreds of times? All the books which I like all of my favorite books, if I get the time to reread those books, I will read them hundreds of times. So yeah, there's no one particular book. I mean, there are so many to choose from, so I can't think about one book. Second, which you will choose if you want to read something good, chilling, interesting, and engaging? I'm not sure if by good and chilling you mean relaxing ones, or good and chilling you mean like thrilling novels. So I would say thrilling. With that, I will give like mystery novels, thrillers, adventurous novels, Dan Brown novels, or Gillian Flynn's novels. That would be like thrilling, and chilling novels, and interesting, engaging for sure. So yeah, I would choose mystery novels. Next few questions are by Harshandani. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. When are you planning a readathon? I've already done that, Harsh. When will you pick up a Murakami book? Soon, very soon. Have you ever tried reading Stephen King novel? No, not yet, but I'm preparing myself for it. Soon. Which is your favorite genre? I've already answered that. Contemporary and realistic. Which Agatha Christie books have you read till now? 2. And then there were none at Murder on the Orient Express. Next few questions are by Nanda Achu. First, why that I already covered. Which books you like the most? Fiction or non-fiction or thrillers? I like fiction books. I love reading fiction. Third, planning any giveaway on channel? How are the winners selected? I was actually planning a giveaway like after my 1K, but then after like this whole corona situation and lockdown situation, I really don't think it's apt to do a giveaway at this moment. So yeah, I have actually cancelled it. Next one is by Binita Isaac, and he or she says, the book you regret or hate the most after reading? I don't really, as I said, regret or hate is a strong word. I may dislike few books, you can watch the video here, but one which I regret after reading, I felt like I wasted my time, would be Accidental Heroes by Daniel Steele. I was like, I wanted some thrill and I was just waiting, it will come, but then nothing happened. So yeah, I regret reading that book. Few questions by Disha. When did you start? I have already covered that. How many hours would you recommend? Okay, how many hours would I recommend reading books? Okay. I'd recommend you to start with not with the hours, the amount of time you're spending, but the amount of pages you are reading. Like just try and read, set a target, like read 10 pages, and then if you are in that mood, you will obviously continue reading that. So don't actually think about the time you're spending in reading, just think about how much you've covered, or just count the pages or just the story. So yeah, that's what I think. Is it better to buy second-handed books or brand new books? That totally depends on your choice. I mean, I have a mix of books, like I buy new books as well and second-hand books as well. It totally depends on my budget at times, and there's nothing bad in buying second-hand books. Sometimes they are good as well, like you get a note from the previous owner, it feels good. So yeah, it totally depends on your choice, as I said. What is better, fiction or non-fiction? Both have their pros and cons. I mean, cons to know, but it totally depends on your taste. Some people like reading just non-fiction, they don't really believe in reading fictions, and I'm a kind of a person who loves reading fiction, but then I feel like I can read non-fiction as well at the time. So nothing is like better or worse, it just totally is based upon your liking and what is your mood at that moment. So yeah. Next, Priyanka Verma, I want to ask you how you manage your study and reading novels as well. I am not studying at the moment, but yeah, how do I manage my time? It's just that as I said, I've divided my days into different kind of types. So I am not a multitasker. I can't do two things at the same time. So the solution I have is one day I do one kind of thing, like if I'm working, I'll just work, and then there's one day where I just chill and relax when I'm just reading. So that's how. Which book has the most beautiful cover? A book which I own, which I feel has the most beautiful cover is here, this one, Liar Bird by Cecilia Ahern. Can you see that? This is such a beautiful cover. I bought this book just for the. Next question is by Preethipal Singh Beth. I hope I am not wrong, though I know I'm wrong. Have you read Classroom of Elite series? No, I haven't. And if not, please do it. So good. It's so good. Okay, I'll see. In which state of India do you live? In Uttar Pradesh. Ravi P asks, what living author would you like to meet? I would like to meet each and every author. Like, writing a book is not easy at all. So I'd like to meet as many authors as I can. Why does everyone like Jane Austen and Harry Potter books? I think because they are good, and also because once a book becomes bestseller and people really know about a book, they become popular. And even if you're a non-reader, you search for books, and these are the topmost books which come in search. So people read those books and obviously they like them. So that's why everyone likes Jane Austen and Harry Potter books. So yeah. Last but not the least, the question is by Harshil Patel. How you start YouTube? I actually started YouTube way back 3 to 4 years ago. I don't know if now all of you know that I have a channel by the name Anushka Rathore. So yeah, I used to binge watch a lot of YouTube videos. My whole life actually revolves around YouTube. So yeah, and then I was like, I want to make a channel of my own. So I started my channel in like, I think 11th or 12th, and videos worked. So I started YouTube. But then after a few years, like a few years ago, I felt like, no, I need to change a few things on this channel. I'm not the same person now. So then instead of changing that channel and deleting those videos, I thought of starting up a new channel, and that's when I started this channel. I never thought of just making bookish videos. I wanted to include like productivity videos as well. So yeah, that's how I started this YouTube channel. After watching a lot of YouTube videos, and yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was such a chatty session. Now I'm tired, and I don't know, it took me such a long time. I had to replace my battery 2 times just to complete this video. So yeah, but yeah, I enjoyed answering your questions. I hope you like watching this video, and don't forget to comment down below and subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, and I'll see you later with another video. Until then, bye.